from Jersey City and the state of New Jersey there's not a better leader throughout this state on climate change, on renewable energies, than the mayor of Jersey City. Steve Fulop knows what's at stake. Mayor Fulop knows we have to make changes. Mayor Fulop knows we have to get away from fossil fuels, and we have to now go more towards electric buses, electrifying New Jersey Transit. All right? He knows, he understands, and we have no better leader. But let me introduce the mayor of Jersey City, our friend, the future's friend, Mayor Stephen Fulop.
I just want to quickly say thank you to all of our partners, the ATU, of course, Jersey Renews, for being out here today and such terrific advocates for transit equity, which basically means mass transportation access and good mass transportation access to everybody throughout the state of New Jersey. It's an important initiative. It's important that it gets done properly with making sure that we're environmentally conscious, and that's why we have some of our partners here. We're also using this moment in time as an opportunity to push forward and announce that we're moving forward on an RFP to make sure that we have electric cars charging stations in every ward throughout Jersey City. We'll be amongst them. Thank you. We will be amongst the first in the state of New Jersey doing that, making sure that every resident has accessibility there as well. And we are making a commitment to move our fleet of vehicular fleet in Jersey City towards electric as well. So that's a big significant change, and we're committed to our partners here, and we're thankful for them coming out today. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Doug and talk a little bit more about some of the changes that we're moving forward on.
Transit Equity Day is at its core about making sure that all of us have the same right to get to where we need to get to, and to do it with the least amount of pollution possible. And so it's making sure that obviously our buses are as clean as possible, and it's also making sure that our air pollution coming from our cars and trucks is reduced as much as possible. And the best way to tackle our transportation problem with pollution is through electrification. And electrification and electric cars and buses are not just things in the Jetsons anymore. They're on the road and they're here, and we need to make sure that they're being adopted in a massive way. And the leadership that Jersey City and Mayor Fulop is showing is that we cannot make excuses. We need to move forward, not only here in Jersey City, but as a state. And we need our other cities across New Jersey, whether they be in Paterson or Trenton or Camden or Newark, to also take leadership roles. Because ultimately, we have a responsibility to ensure that our transportation is as clean as possible.
The NAACP, along with the New Jersey Black Issues Convention and the New Jersey Elks, support what we're doing and want to continue to work with what we're doing, and hopefully that we can reduce the greenhouse emissions. But whatever has to be done, the NAACP as well as New Jersey Black Issues will be there to support New Jersey Renews.
In 2016, riders took almost 160 million trips. That's about 78% more riders than New Jersey Transit Rail. Now, moving all those people takes a lot of buses. According to 2016 data, New Jersey Transit has over 3,000 buses, but only 44 of those are hybrid and none are fully electric. And we know transportation has become the single largest sector contributing to carbon emissions. And while most of that is from personal vehicles and logistics, while there are large numbers of polluting vehicles under one single agency, there's an opportunity to make significant change. And while it's true that any passenger who takes a bus is inherently reducing their carbon footprint in comparison to a car driver, we can always do more to move towards zero emissions and meeting our climate goals.
Jersey City, like Bayonne, like Newark, like Elizabeth, face the onslaught of dirty diesel trucks, 14,000 of them in and out of the port every single day. That means we're exposing our children, our elderly, our vulnerable to diesel pollution when we could be doing other things instead. One of the most important things is that we are siting warehouses closer and closer to the port. That means more and more of these dirty diesel trucks are coming closer and closer to our neighborhoods and down our streets if they're not already there. And so what we want to do is make sure that we electrify the trucks that go in and out of the port, especially for our environmental justice communities like Jersey City, so that we're going to those warehouses, then plugging in so they're not idling as they're waiting to unload.
Change happens locally. We have seen it when it comes from anything from child labor laws to voting rights to earned sick days. We know that when mayors, when local people, local leaderships take action, ultimately those small changes translate to changes within a state and changes within our entire nation. That is just the history of policymaking in our country. I am proud to say that when we have approached Mayor Fulop on many initiatives, whether it's been earned sick days or raising wages or equality or justice issues, he has always been game to help push state policy and ultimately national policies.
You know, we have thousands of bus operators here in New Jersey at New Jersey Transit. The ATU represents those hardworking men and women. And I want to point them out, and I want to give them a big shout out, a round of applause, because they're out there every day doing their jobs for the public here in the state of New Jersey. So to all of you, men and women of the ATU, thank you. Thank you for the job you do. Thank you for being here today. They understand the importance of this. Bus operators have one of the highest rates of lung cancer and other cancers. It's an industry that suffers greatly from pollution and from fossil fuels, and we're going to do something about it.